Karyn Bryant for MMA H.E.A.T. I'm here with Nate Diaz, who's taking on Benson Henderson for the lightweight title on Saturday, December 8th. And obviously, this is a big, huge fight for you. And you've mentioned that maybe it's your turn to be the champ. But if you could maybe put it in words how much this fight does mean to you in your career.
It means a lot to me. Every fight means a lot to me. I always want to win. I always prepare to win. And like I said, this is the one that puts the light on my camp and my boys and training partners. I got broke training partners, broke friends that fight, and they're doing the. I'm just trying to help them get their money on because they got talent. They just need to, you know, a little push. And even being a top contender, my push ain't helping.
Well, talking about your training partners, obviously your brother, we have Shields, Gilbert Melendez, they've all been champions. Is there anything they've told you about, you know, how to frame your mind differently for a championship fight, or is it all the same?
No, everybody's pretty realistic in my gym. If they got the belt, they come back on Sunday from the fight, and we just pretty much have a normal day. So, that, you know, I kind of have been seeing them. They've been champions for years, so I see how it all goes. And like I said, it's pretty much the same thing. So.
Now, when you fight, you've been known to talk in the ring and kind of do this thing, and people say that
lifestyle, more PR.
Okay, people have said you're an emotional fighter. Do you see yourself as an emotional fighter, and if so, do you think that's a good thing?
Emotional fighter? I don't know. As far as taking the fight serious, yes. I don't like to make it a game or sporty event like everybody else. It's a fight. Let's keep it real here. We're in there to take each other out, so I might be the bad guy for looking like I want to take you out, but maybe he's the bad guy for wanting to take me out, but acting like he doesn't, because that's a lie.
Well, speaking of bad guys, people, you know, will say things about, oh, this is on network television, you know, get the button ready for expletives and stuff like that. Does that bother you that people kind of frame you and your brother to be these bad guys that come in and are going to talk smack and swear and do this and act bad?
That person getting the button ready, though, I wish I could see him in a cage fighting another human being and see what comes out of his mouth, so, or her mouth.
Right. Well, here's the thing. You haven't lost a fight since Rory MacDonald, obviously.
No offense to the button holders at home.
You haven't lost a fight since facing Rory, and obviously that was in a different weight class. But I'm wondering, did that fight do anything to your mind, you know, or just the way you trained or anything to make you a different person?
It did. You know, I went about that fight a little wrong. He's a big, strong guy. I went at him, and I went up in weight, and I was full energy, so I went at him with trying to be a big, strong guy too, you know. And I know I'm definitely technically a better fighter than him, and I think that it kind of opened my eyes. Like, even though I already kind of knew that, it was just kind of like, oh yeah, let's quit trying to take things out of what you do, and kind of not so much that fight, a couple of fights in the last couple of years, and but yeah, I've been thinking about it.
Well, every time you fight, you listen to Joe Rogan, and he keeps saying this is the best we've ever seen Nate against Donald Cerrone, for example. Do you feel that you were at your best already? Do you have an example of what you think is the best Nate Diaz fight if I was to show somebody who's never seen you fight?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I don't know. One where I was going to my top as hard as I could go, and with my toughest fight was Josh Neer. If you watch that fight, we were really fighting. So that's not the question. I'm sorry, I got off track a little bit. But my best fight, I don't know.
Or when you feel that you've given your best performance, where you felt after the fight that was the best Nate I could have been?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I watched my last few fights. They say that it was my best couple fights, and I think they could have gone a little differently, or a little better even, or a little better strategy. But yeah, I don't think that there was anything wrong with them, but there's better things I could have done. So.
Well, I love to hear that you think you can get better, because I think you're pretty damn good, Nate. So have a great fight on Saturday, and thanks for talking.